You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Hi everyone, welcome to Make Your Day Richer. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you have a fun weekend planned. You know, if I was as popular as my dog, this show would be bigger than American Idol, because I just got a message right before we went on air that said, hey, my sister lives in the same community your sister lives in, or that you live in, and we were driving yesterday. Do you have a big white dog, a fluffy dog? And this dog of mine stops everyone in their tracks. She's a Great Pyrenees. She's adorable. You've seen her on the show. You've seen pictures of her. But nobody knows my name, but they all know her. Oh, are you Winter's dad? Yes. She needs her own. I should just have her co-host because I think more people would be watching. But she's great, and she's known around town, and we should put her in all of the parades. But it's so funny. Do you have that white dog? Are you with? Anyway, the show is popular because we just hit 92,000 views and downloads. So thank you everyone who watches, who supports, who listens, who does all the things. Now is a really good time to just press the share button. If you're watching right now, just press it. Share. Watch this episode. It's really good. And help us get to 100,000 by the end of the year. That's the goal. We only have 8,000 more. We can do it with your help. All right. You all know that I have a gift guide on my website, makeyourdayricher.com/shop. I should have thought that through when I was doing that because I can never say it correctly. But there's a gift guide on there, and it's all the fun stuff that I use every day, that I've been gifted, that I've given as gifts. I use all this stuff, and I love it, and I just want to show you that what also is on there is this right here, and it is my Naked peanut butter. This is 2.5 pounds, 2 pounds of crushed peanuts. That's all that's in here, peanuts. It's no sugar, no added anything. It's all just peanuts. And this is like $20. You know how much peanut butter this makes? And it's powdered. You can throw it in your smoothies, in your shakes, in your pancakes, in your anything. Or you just, like I do, just take a scoop and make peanut butter out of it. So good. Anyway, it's on my gift guide at makeyourdayricher.com/shop. I've been using this for a couple of years because the other stuff has all kinds of added crap in it that you don't need. Naked peanut butter. Go get it, would you? Okay, there's that. And there's all kinds of other stuff on the gift guide as you're shopping for the holidays. And it's going to be up all year. So if you're looking for a fun, different, unique gift for anything, go check that out. What you could also check out is the studio. If starting a podcast is on your to-do list for 2025, if that's a resolution for you, this studio available for rent. And we customize it. You don't have to be at the carnival. You don't have to. We can do it however you want it. But everything's here. Lights, camera, action. You show up and host, and then I'll edit it for you. So if you are interested in doing that, hey, send me an email at info@makeyourdayricher.com and say, can I come check out your studio? I want to start a podcast, and come hang out. And we'll just do an interview for my show to talk about your upcoming podcast. Okay. Also this afternoon, I get to do some interviews for the Wolf Media Fest podcast that I co-host with my friend Kyle. She's now my friend. We've never met in person, but which is going to be really fun. So all of you creators out there, no matter what you're creating, there's probably something, a category for you in the Wolf Media Festival, go on their website, wolfmediafest.com. I should have a chyron up here. And see if what you do, from podcasts yourself to TikTok videos to books, movies, anything, go check that out. And we're doing an interview. The people who wrote our theme song, The Big Infinite, Jordan, started a great nonprofit about mental health, suicide awareness, and they have a documentary and they submitted a film. I'm not a judge, so you can't say that I'm the reason they won, because they didn't even know that we had a connection. And they won. So I get to interview Jordan today. It's very exciting. Life is good. Life is good. One day I'll write a book about some of the fun stuff that's happened that I can't talk about on this show. And this weekend I'm going to Atlanta. I have not been to Atlanta in a long time. We have family down there, and there's a new baby in the family that I get to go meet this weekend. I love babies. I don't want babies or children, but I'm very excited to meet the new baby and snuggle on him for a couple days and get away. So it should be fun. All right, that's it. That is it. We have a great show today. Waxhaw Community Theatre, great local theater here, well, in Waxhaw, North Carolina. But if you're close, go see it. They have a Christmas Carol live radio play. It closes this weekend. It opened last weekend. I went to opening night. Fantastic show. Really great. Bring your kids, bring your family, get in the holiday spirit. And it's like an old time radio show. So like when you were a kid, I mean, I didn't do this, but if you were a certain age and you were a kid and you sat around and you listened to the radio and listened to all the live shows on radio back before TV, it's like that. And today we've got the guy who's responsible for all of the sound in the show. So when you're hearing, it's a Christmas Carol. So when you're hearing the chains, it's not canned like a button. It's a real person making all the noise, all the doors opening and closing, real noise. And so Mitch is here to talk about that and his role in A Christmas Carol. You can go get tickets at waxhawcommunitytheatre.com. So why am I talking? I don't know. When Mitch is here, Mitch has much better things. Well, he can clearly talk. Mitch has more interesting things to talk about. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Mitch from Waxhaw Community Theatre right after this.
Tired of harsh chemicals in your home? Let's change that. At EcoGlow Cleaning, we bring eco-friendly expertise right to your doorstep. We will make your day richer by bringing a glow to your home or office. For over 20 years, EcoGlow Cleaning has been the trusted choice for professional cleaning services in the Charlotte area. From deep cleaning to regular maintenance, EcoGlow Cleaning offers a wide range of services. All services are tailored to your needs and schedule. Our eco-friendly products ensure a healthy and safe environment for you and your family, including your pets. For a free quote, visit our website at www.ecoglowcleaning.com or give us a call at 704-777-9768. EcoGlow Cleaning is a proud sponsor of Make Your Day Richer TV.
All right, Mitch, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are one of the founding members of the Waxhaw Community Theatre?
Yes, I am.
Right here. Oh, right there. It literally says right there.
A couple years back.
That's where my notes say, but I don't even need those.
A couple years back, Caleb Dalby had reached out to the community, and my wife saw his Facebook post, and we attended the organizational meeting, and we got sucked in, and have enjoyed it ever since then.
Have you been were you a theater kid? Were you into theater or?
High school, I started in a couple of the high school plays. And then college came and really didn't do much there, and got out and married and kids, and then got involved in community theater 28 years ago.
Wow.
And actually worked with 3 different places up in Pennsylvania, but we had one, our home theater. And then we moved down here to Charlotte 11 years ago, looked for another home, and really couldn't find anything close by. Everything was too far away. And then when Caleb came up with this idea, we said, well, let's give it a try. And we've been running ever since then.
You sure have. Caleb's been on this show talking about it. And I just love when people see a need and they go, I'm going to be the one to do that. And that's what he did. It is so needed around here.
Yeah, our biggest need is all the little local community theaters. I say little, but it just means we aren't the bulk.
Yeah.
Is a home.
Yeah.
Nobody has a production building or a space that they can call their own,
Yeah.
build props and sets and leave them up during rehearsal time
Mhm.
and be able to work around them and manufacture stuff. Whereas most everybody's like we are, my garage, building flats and different things and then hauling them to where we're at. Sometimes we've got to set up Friday afternoon and tear it down Sunday because the following weekend we can't leave it up in between.
Yeah.
That space is being used for something else.
That has to be so hard. I did this show once where I had to do the same thing. Every show, take up, put down, take up, put down, and it's a lot of work.
Mhm.
It's so much work, but it's so worth it.
Yes.
Can you tell everybody about the show? It's closing weekend, so you have to go get your tickets of A Christmas Carol. Tell everybody.
You don't want to miss it.
You do not, because this is a very special show. Can you tell everybody why it's special?
Last year we started the first one. It's basically a play that's a radio show, which means the set and the characters and everything else were in a 1940s, 1950s radio station, doing the things that they did back then, which was basically live entertainment with an audience and everything else, and it was broadcast. The same author that did the It's a Wonderful Life was George Bailey. Also wrote Christmas Carol, a radio show. So what it is what you've got is like in the older days, you have a small cast and they have to assume multiple characters. And that can be a change in voice, it could be a change in a hat, a change in personality. Most of the times it has to do with voices. So one person can play 3 different characters just by changing their accent or a pitch of their voice or whatever. The audience, which comes to see the play, is basically like the radio station live audience. Their reactions, their take on what's being done in front of them helps convey a message to whoever's at home listening on the radio. Since we're in that period of time, sound effects are all man-made. We don't have a Google play button.
Not a button, yeah.
Dog bark,
Yeah.
hit the button. So that's, in this particular play, that's my job.
That's what you're doing.
Yes,
That's-
I'm making the noise.
I mean, that's not a bad gig, right?
No, it's pretty good. I don't have to remember lines. I just have to be on time.
Yeah. Yes, when a door opens and closes, we don't need to wait. It's kind of like we were all at the Waxhaw tree lighting a couple of weeks ago, and I think you guys left by then, but the tree lighting, Santa counted down to 10 and flipped the switch, but nobody was at the switch to turn the tree on. And so the entire town turned and looked at the tree that never lit up for 35 seconds, and then suddenly it magically went off.
Anticipation.
So they needed you, is what I'm guessing.
We were there earlier that
Yes.
day. We gave the audience that was in attendance a small snippet
Yeah.
of what they could experience later.
Yes.
And, but yeah, a lot of the sounds, you have to think out of the box on how to make it. We have a lot of doors opening and closing. I took a full-size interior door, cut it down to basically 1/6 of its regular size, put it in a frame so we can put it on the table next to us.
And after the break, we're gonna have some of them here, and we're gonna
Okay.
play a little bit.
And then like there's in the old-fashioned doors, we had the little bell that would get hit by the door when you open and close it. We have to make that noise. The ghosts all have their own little unique characteristics, chains or a groaning or whatever goes along with their character. We have grandfather clocks. We have church bells. We have.
Have you ever done anything like this?
I've helped develop some of that
Okay.
stuff because most times I'm normally on the set or I've helped build it. So this is the first time I've actually been able to do the whole Foley type interaction with the play.
And it's called a Foley.
Yes, I don't know where that came from.
Okay, well then I won't ask that question.
Yeah, everyone says, "Oh, you're in charge of sound effects." Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Foley, so I guess that's the theater name for that
Version.
particular occupation.
Interesting.
Yes. So it's been fun. There's another gal that's in the play. She's also a character, and she's helping me with some of the things where we have to do like 3 or 4 things simultaneously or at the same time. I don't have enough hands, so it's not a one-man band. The cast also interacts with it. We've got to watch their cues. So whenever they're doing something, or I got to make sure that whatever I'm doing corresponds with where they're at in the script, and maybe their body language or what they're looking at or who they're responding to.
Are you on the stage as well? So everyone's
I'm left. Well, let's see. I'm stage left.
okay.
Which is when you're on the stage looking out. Otherwise, if you're in the audience, that's considered audience right.
Oh, that's fun because then you can watch the sound effects happen. Also, that's so cool.
You see them live, so if
Yeah,
I drop something that bounces on the floor and it's not in the script,
that's where improv comes in.
this
What do you love most about this production?
production, it's another production I've been able to share the stage with my wife, Pam. She's directed both of those. Last year I was the main character on the radio. This year I'm more the technical person, but at least we get to travel together and spend the evenings together and bounce ideas off each other. We feel comfortable with saying that really probably doesn't work right. Maybe I ought to try it this way. So it's a very safe space to be in, and we share a lot of ideas that way. So she'll say, "What do you think of this?" And I'll give her honest feedback, or I'll come up with an idea and say, "What do you think of this?" And she says, "No, it's not."
Mhm.
She's the director.
Mhm. Well, it turned out great. I thought opening night. It's fantastic. There, maybe now they're not even tickets available. You can try to get tickets at waxhawcommunitytheatre.com. We're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna bring out some of your props to
Toys.
play. Yes, toys. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
Your body is whispering secrets to you about the life you're here to live. Decode the messages about the joy you're meant to experience despite, or maybe because of, the condition that upended everything you thought you knew. If you're ready to make magic and meaning of your one wild and precious life, learn more about coaching with Nona at nonajordan.com.
It's a good way to come back from the break.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a transition.
There you go. we're back with Mitch from the Waxhaw Community Theatre. It's closing weekend,
Yep.
and you brought some toys.
Yes. We're generating sounds, music, noises, things that happen in real life, but we're not recording anything and then hitting a button and playing it. We have a lot of transitions with the ghosts, where they travel from one spot to another. Most times on a TV, you fade out and then come back in. Well, we're live on the radio show, so we have to make a audio cue for people to visualize in their mind what's happening. One of the main things is, so when they travel from one spot to another, that's their movement.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Then we have a grandfather clock in one of the scenes. It's way back in, but we don't have room for a grandfather clock.
Let's see. We get it.
So we have a metronome, like the ticking of the clock. And then we've got bells that you normally would use, say, like in a church bell choir.
Mm-hmm.
We've got several of those that we've got for gongs or the church bells themselves ringing. There's a scene where the gentleman that's buying Scrooge's remnants or things that he's left behind, and he pays them. So it's like,
You have to be.
right, and he's throwing them, I gotta go. And there's always people coming and going in and out of doors or entering the building or entering the room. The standard one, this is the door that we cut down. So it sounds like a full-size door, and there's a knocker on this side.
Is it fun when people storm out of the door? That has to be the most fun.
Well,
right?
they go out, and here's the little bell that would normally go with the door when you open it. But it'll slam really good. I mean, you can, that's the slam
Yeah.
versus gee, I'm not really sure I
I'm
want
a
to be.
good customer. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was with Mr. Marley, the ghost of, he's in
Real
chains.
change.
So I got three different links sizes here, so they kind of have different, but as he's walking, I kind of let these kind of hit the floor.
Oh, fun.
And so it sounds like every time you take the step,
Were there anything that you tried that didn't work for any of this stuff, or ideas that you had, or?
it took us a while to get, they're opening up bundles of stuff that were Scrooge's remains. And it was like, okay, a duffel bag or whatever. Finally ended up on a cardboard box that's wrapped in paper, and we took tissue paper. So I could kind of bounce it on the table and then rustle the stuff around. It sounds like you're taking something out of a bag or a sack. That was probably the most challenging one. Last year in the It's a Wonderful Life, we had broken glass in a bag inside of a sack, and there's a rock thrown to break a window. So we hold the bag up and we hit it with a hammer. So it was the hammer hitting the bag that sounded like the rock breaking the window. And we also had some walking boxes where we had gravel and shoes, and you had to basically run the shoes like so it sounded like somebody walking down a gravel driveway or to make it that way.
It's so fun because it's sort of like you're behind the scenes of something that you're not supposed to be watching as you're watching you do all of that. But it's such a good show. Y'all need to go see it. It closes this weekend. Let me get the dates.
If you're looking on the website, Waxhaw Community Theatre, we're the one with the water tower
Yes,
in our logo, because if you just Google that, you'll get 2 or 3 different places.
but they're the real ones.
We're the original.
WaxhawCommunityTheater.com. The 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Yes.
This is I've had this discussion too. It always makes me so sad that community theater works so hard on putting these shows out, and then it's over so quickly that and I know it's because y'all have lives and things outside of that, and I just wanted it to go on all the time because it's so good. Okay, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
I
us.
appreciate it so much. What do you love most about your life right now?
Oh, being able to get back on the stage again. We're appointing my wife and we're empty nesters. We have grandkids, and this gives us a little diversion from some of the other stuff that goes on. But we get to spend more quality time together. It's something we both really enjoy.
Do the grandkids get to come see you?
Yes, most times. It's age appropriate.
Yes.
In fact, our one middle grandson has been really thrilled. He made the cut, and he's in the drama club at school, and he's been able to help build sets and paint.
Oh wow.
He's got a T-shirt and everything else. So
So it's official.
yes, it's official. It's official.
Love it. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Go support the Waxhaw Community Theater. Go get your tickets. And then also, we'll be right back. So come back after this break.
You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
I hope you all have a great, wonderful weekend. Be safe. I hope you stay warm. Yikes. On Monday's show, we have an 80-year-old mystic intuitive. Her name is Audrey Arby. She is a hoot, and I don't say that word often. She is going to be a blast to talk to. And so tune in for that. Have a great weekend. Go make your day richer. Go make someone else's day richer. And, you've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. If you want to support the show, go buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/makeyourdayricher so we can continue to bring you amazing guests like Mitch and like Audrey on Monday. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. See ya.